From whispers of old, a terrifying truth emerges. Not myth, but prophecy. Virtue will wane. The world will freeze in terror.
Five men. Not heroes, not villains. Their arrival means the world ends. Are you ready? They will not emerge from myth or legend, but from prophecy itself. Five men, some of them honest, others liars, but all of them irrefutable signs. When they are seen, the earth will shake, virtue will wane, and the world will freeze in terror. These are not stories to amuse. They are warnings, and the moment the first one arises, the clockwork starts. The end will no longer be far away. Before we start, please subscribe and click on the notification bell so you won't miss this ride through the last days. The five are never alluded to collectively in one narration. Their names are scattered throughout prophetic traditions, flashes of sparks in the night but brief and frightening ones. Each of them is a portal to the last hour, and once you open a gate, the world will never be the same. We begin not with who they are, but why they matter. When the Prophet Muhammad was asked about the Day of Judgment, he had a response that transcended time. No one knows its hour except Allah. Yet out of mercy, Allah revealed signs, clear, piercing signs, so that people might prepare. Among those signs stand these five men, each predestined to appear at the edge of human history. Some will rally believers, others will test them, some will bring truth, and others will bring ruin. What unites them is not character, but timing. Their coming heralds the end of history itself. They are not kings like those who ruled empires. They are lightning before the storm. The first is a descendant of the Prophet through his noble daughter Fatima from the line of al-Hasan ibn Ali. He will not bring a new religion or claim prophecy, but he will rule with justice after chaos has engulfed the world. Through him, the earth will breathe again. The second is al-Dajjal, the deceiver, the liar. A trial so gigantic that every prophet warned his people of him. His presence will shake even the firmest hearts. He will create false miracles so convincingly real that even the brightest minds will stumble. Rivers and fire will follow him, and millions will believe his claim to divinity. The third is the one who kills him. I say, in Maryam, not as a new messenger, but as a just ruler, a follower of the final prophet. He will come down from the heavens, spear in hand, and kill the deceiver at Lad in Palestine, and end the greatest fitna in human history. But the storm would not yet be over. The fourth is a man whose only name is tribe and staff, a leader from Khan. The prophet said he would herd people with his staff. Scholars debated his nature, harsh ruler, reformer, tyrant, but all agreed. His coming marks a point of no return. The fifth is the destroyer, a man from Abyssinia, bald, thin-legged, and merciless. He will not claim prophecy nor speak with promises, but his actions will shatter what still retains the sacred. He will march on the Kaaba itself and destroy it stone by stone while the world stands silently by. No voice will rise against him. 5 men, 5 chapters in the story of the end. Each one a piece of the divine clock. Each one a reminder that the final hour is closer than we think. The clock has not yet struck, but if you listen carefully, you can already hear it ticking. They will devour everything in their path. Animals, crops, land, and finally mankind. No army can stand against them. No weapon can reach them. Not even with Maron will confront them in battle. Instead, he will lead the believers into retreat to the fortresses of Al-Sham, into the mountains where they will pray not for swords, not for miracles, but for Allah's intervention. And Allah will answer, not with armies, not with angels, but with something unseen, something small, a worm sent into their necks. And just as quickly as they rose, Gog and Magog will fall, lifeless, silent. But their end will not bring joy. Their corpses will cover the earth. Their stench will poison the air again. Essay with Miran will pray, and again Allah will respond. Birds of enormous size will descend, lifting their bodies away. Then rain will fall, heavy, cleansing rain, washing the world until it feels new again. And in that moment, fragile yet real, peace will return. For 7 years, harmony will cover the earth. Wolves will walk beside sheep. Children will play with wild beasts, and justice will rule. So with Meron will govern not as a king but as a servant of Allah. He will break the cross, end the worship of falsehood, abolish the Josiah, and there will be no one worshipped but Allah. But even this peace is not the final chapter. It is the stillness before the last collapse. For time is nearly gone, and the signs are almost complete. The world will have seen the Mai, it will have faced the Jal, it will have survived Gog and Magog, and then will come a ruler, not with miracles, not with deception, but with power. He will rise quietly, yet firmly. No banners will precede him. No celebration will mark his ascent. He will be a man from the depths of Arabia, from the ancient tribe of Kay. The Prophet Muhammad warned clearly, "The hour will not come until a man from contrives the people with his staff." A simple phrase, but within it a terrifying truth. He will not persuade. He will not inspire. He will drive as a shepherd drives sheep, as a commander pushes soldiers, not through diplomacy, but through force. Who is this man? His lineage runs through Yemen's ancient soil. His name may not echo across the world like the Mi or the Jal, yet his rule will thunder over the earth. Scholars have debated, is he a tyrant or a reformer? Is he the same as Elijah or another altogether? What they agree upon is this. His rise signals a point of no return. Some say his staff is symbolic, meaning the people will obey him absolutely. Others say it is literal, that he will rule with harshness, yet not necessarily with injustice. Perhaps he will be righteous, a man of order when humanity is lost in rebellion, when people no longer crave freedom but clarity, someone who will force them to recognize truth even if they do not wish to. He will not be loved. He will not be celebrated, but he will be followed. The sinners will fear him. The pious will accept him. The masses will submit because they have no choice. Behind his leadership, the world will stagger forward like a battered army, weary, bruised, but finally moving in one direction. And with him, humanity will take its final steps toward the end. He will bring no new revelation. He will perform no miracles, yet he will rule. And in his time, the people will remember what it means to submit, not only to a man, but to a law, a truth, a final order before the last light is taken away. Will he come before Essay with Marin or after? That is unknown. Some said before, others after. But what is clear is this. His place is in the final era, the last chapters when mercy is fading and the world is drawing its final breaths. And when his rule ends, the collapse will continue. For another man will rise, not from Yemen, not from noble lineage, not from the freeborn, but from the Mali, the freed slaves. His name is Jaja, and he is among the final signs. A man no one expected will take hold of the Arabs' necks. His rise will not be poetic. It will not be romantic. It will be a warning, because when the masters fall and the slaves rule, the world has shifted beyond repair. The prophet said, "The night and day will not end until a man from the Mali named Jaja takes control." Some say Jaja is not even his name, but a description. Loud, fierce, unrelenting, a voice that commands without asking, that shouts and is obeyed. He will not rise with noble banners or great armies. His strength will not come from lineage but from opportunity. The powerful will have destroyed themselves. The scholars will have fallen silent. The righteous will be in hiding. And into that vacuum, Jaja will step forward, head high, voice sharp, staff in hand, and the people will follow. not because they trust him, not because they love him, but because they have no other choice. Some scholars believe Jaja and the man from Ken are one and the same, both ruling with intensity, both belonging to the final age. But many argued they are not. Ken descends from nobility, Jaja does not. Ken may be obeyed from fear and righteousness. Jaja may be followed from helplessness, and that helplessness is itself the mark of the hour when order collapses and power falls to those never meant to lead. His rule may be brief, it may be harsh, it may be strange, the narrations are few, the details are vague, but the message is clear. Judge's rise is not a revival, it is a sign that revival is no longer possible, and when he rules, the believers will whisper. This too was foretold. But even Jaja is not the end, for there remains one more. Not a ruler, not a reformer, but a destroyer. He will not come with armies. He will not give speeches. He will not claim prophethood. He will come silently with a tool in his hand and destruction in his heart. A man, from Abyssinia, dark-skinned, bald-headed, thin-legged. The prophet saw him in a vision and said, "As if I see him now, bald-headed, bow-legged, striking the Kaaba stone by stone with his pickaxe. His name is unknown. His title is sufficient. Dichu too, the thin-shinned man. He is not metaphor, he is not symbol, he is flesh, and he will be seen in the last minutes before the hour. He will journey to Mecca unopposed, for there will be no believers to defend it. The Kaaba, once surrounded by millions, will stand deserted, forsaken, still, solitary. Hajj and Hajj forgotten, the ritual silenced, the opportunity erased. And then Du also will strike his pickaxe. Once a stone drops, twice the walls break. Thrice the edifice closes its shutters. Piece by piece, the holiest site on earth will crumble. Not through war, not through conquest, but in silence. And the people, what is left of them, will not weep. They will not rebel. They will not cry. Instead, they will rejoice near the ruins. They will dance. They will cheer. They will laugh as if destroying the house of Allah were a triumph. And the heavens will shake. And no voice will stand to protest because no believer will be left. The scholars will be absent. The righteous will have gone back to their Lord. The Quran will have been taken from the pages and from the hearts, and nothing but darkness will be left. The Kaaba, which resisted storm, armies, fire, and flood, will at last come tumbling down. Not because it was weak, but because it will have been abandoned. When an army marched for the first time against it, birds were dispatched from the heavens, raining stones of fire. But this time there will be no birds, no stones, no angels. For this is the ultimate warning when Du al-Su'atan departs from its remains. The world will have passed a point of no return. The last refuge will be lost, the emblem of unity destroyed, and only destruction follows. Because the omens are nearly fulfilled. The illumination is nearly extinguished. Soon, the Quran will be lost completely. Not gradually, not symbolically. One evening, individuals will keep it in their houses overnight. In the morning, the pages will be empty, the ink vanished, and memorizers will have hollow hearts. No verse is left, no word raised since direction has ceased, and justice alone is left now. And then the sun shall rise, but not from the east. The sun shall rise in the west, and at that instant, the doors of repentance will forever close. Even if an unbeliever prostrated, it would be too late. Even if one shouted the Shahada with quivering lips, it would be turned away. The compassion which before engulfed the earth as the sky will be shut out, because the sky itself will be shattering. The earth will shake, the mountains will collapse, the seas will burn, the stars will disperse, the skies will rip, the trumpet will blow. And all souls will crumple in an instant. The angels will crash. The jinn will crash. Humanity will crash. All will be left but Allah. and then quiet until the second trumpet blast. And all souls will stand barefoot, nude, in silence, before their God. All lies revealed, all secrets brought forth, all injustices paid. And those 5 males, Al-Mahdi, the just man, Essay with Maran, Ibn, Maryam, the male of K, Jaja, and even Dew also will have done their part. They were not mere names in old books. They were warnings, signals from the most compassionate that the end would not arrive incognito. And now it has arrived. Why, Mala? Judgment Day. No more tales, no more opportunities. You, your actions, and the one who never forgets. So before silence comes, before the sun comes up from the wrong side, before the Quran is removed from your heart, remember this. The moment is now. Cling to your faith. Tell the truth. Pray like it's your last, because one day it will be. This was the story of the 5 men before the end. And now, the rest is in your hands. If this journey opened your eyes even a little, don't let it end here. Share it with someone who still has time. And remember, stay awake, stay aware, and never forget. The end is